Hi, welcome to Construction Point. My name is Oshibe, and today we shall be discussing how to determine the quantity of cement needed to cast any given area. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe and click the notification button as we proceed. So sometimes at site, we are confronted with such a question from our client, engineer, how many bags of cement do I need to purchase so we can cast this area? So in that circumstance, you have to think. Well, that's quite simple. Let's check. So now at site, I want to cast an area, and I want to use a concrete grade of M15, which is in a ratio of 1:2:4. So my mix ratio is 1:2:4. M here means the mix, while 15 means the characteristic strength of the concrete. So what my objective here is to determine the quantity of cement that is in 1 meter cube of the concrete. So what my interest is to determine how many bags of cement that 1 meter cube of concrete is going to contain in this ratio. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be using this formula to determine. So quantity of cement now in volume, that's the meter cube, is cement all over, cement plus sand plus stone, times this stone here is the coarse aggregate, times this factor. This factor here is used to convert the concrete or the cement from wet to dry, because of course the cement is purchased in a dry state. So now if I will substitute this formula, now we're going to have that cement is 1 here, so we have 1 all over, cement is 1 plus sand is 2 here, we have 2 plus stone is 4 here, that's the aggregate 4. So we're going to have 1/7 multiplied by 1.57. So when you simplify this, you are going to have 0.22 meter cube. So this is the volume of cement that you are going to have using this mix in 1 meter cube of it. So now, if we have this now, how do we convert this to mass? Because we work in mass, sometimes we badge in mass. You can badge in mass and you can badge in volume. So assuming we are badging in mass. So now to convert this now to mass, you remember that density is equals to mass over volume. So that we want to get our quantity in mass now. So we have that the mass, the quantity of cement is equals to density times volume. So if we substitute here, if we substitute for density and the volume, look at what we're going to have. So we know that the density of concrete is equals to 1440 kilogram per meter cube. Then we have our volume here. This is our volume. So the volume of concrete, the volume of cement is 0.22. So now meter cube. So now when we substitute now, we have that mass of our cement now, the quantity of cement here we're going to have is going to be 1440 times 0.22. So when you do that now, you are going to have, when you times this, you are going to have 323, and this is in kilogram. Remember that 1 bag of cement is 50 kilogram. So we have one bag is equals to 50 kilogram. So for us to know how many bags of cement is in this 1 meter cube, we are now going to do 323 all over 50 equals to 6.4, let me say 45. So this is bags. So we can easily say that this is 6.5 bags. So for us to achieve 1 meter cube of concrete, or at the ratio of 1:2:4, we are going to use 6.5 bag of cement. We're going to use 6.5 bag of cement for us to achieve 1 meter cube. So let's do example now, so you understand how we make use of this to know how many bags that we need to cast an area of concrete given any ratio. So with this now, any ratio you have, you still use the same procedure to know how many bags you cast for 1 cubic meter of the concrete. Let's try this example. So if we have this area of concrete to cast. So, and I want to determine the number of bags of cement that my client should be purchasing for me to do this work for him. So now the width of this this area we want to cast is 2 meters. Then the length is 10 meters. The thickness of the place we want to cast is 150 mm or 0.15 meters. So for me to determine now, let me get the volume of concrete first. So now we know that what our grade is M15, which is 1:2:4, and then for 1 cubic meter of concrete we have 6.5 bag. So let's determine what's the volume of this concrete now, so we can factor it out. So we have volume of this concrete here is 2 times 10 times the thickness, which is 0.15. This will give us 3 meter cube. So this is the total volume of cement the total volume of concrete is 3 meter cube. Then for us to know what is the total number of bags of cement, just take this 3, multiply it by what the total number of bags of cement we got from 1 meter cube of cement. So we are going to have 3 multiplied by 6.5. So we are going to have 19.5 bags. So you can just tell your client, get me 20 bags of cement. So, and that 20 bags will be enough to tidy the area. So this is applied to any grade of concrete at all. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to click the notification button as you subscribe, and stay tuned for more of this type of video. Thank you.